What's going on, guys? It's Gareth and I'm here at the 2025 Thirlmere Festival of Steam. Believe it or not, this is actually my third Steam Train video in a row. I had absolutely no idea it would end up like this, but here we are anyway. Plus, I'll be showing never before seen historic footage that I captured of the Festival of Steam in 2023, alongside 2025 as well, as we rode a steam train on both years. But you're probably wondering, Gareth, what happened to 2024's footage? Well, I ended up slightly breaking my knee last year, so apparently it wasn't meant to be. Plus, I show you a bit of my family's history here, as well as showing you the time that I almost lost my hand while riding a train. In this video, I'm not exactly going to be showing absolutely everything. Come for a walk along with me. Come for a ride along with me, because me and my mum are actually going for a ride on a train. Unfortunately, we were a little late to see the parade and all that. And as I was parking the car, this is literally the view of the parade we had. Oh my God. We missed it, unfortunately. So yes, they've obviously got some really nice looking cars here. But you know what else is actually nicer and even tastier? Loop Line Pie Shop. I highly recommend it. Over the many years that I've been coming here and slightly lived here over the time, absolutely delicious chicken curry, beef curry pies, and the rumbles. Bellissimo. You're not going to believe this, but I think I found someone who's taller than me by a significant amount. And you have absolutely no idea the amount of alcohol that I've bought from this bottle shop over the years. Woo! My poor liver. And if for whatever reason you were absolutely tired and sick of steam trains, there's also Thomas. Well, he's actually a steam train, but he's a softie. He's a softie. Even the horsey police people. Even the police horse people are getting selfies with Bumblebee. That's kind of cool. And if you come to this place and for whatever reason you don't see a train at all, there's even a steam train mural on the wall. It's so cool. And if you really want to know what your future holds, they've even got a train psychic here. Is it a train? I don't know. I guess the question is, do they end up losing their train of thought? I was slightly off the rails, sorry about that. Did you end up getting a winning lottery ticket?
I hope so.
You hope so? Yeah. By the way, I was just telling friends online, they've got a train psychic. Look behind you. It's quite literally a train psychic.
15-minute reading or healing.
Yeah. Now, of course, whenever you come to a festival, well, from my point of view, the best thing to do is to check out all the stalls. And this place absolutely does not disappoint when it comes to the stalls or the stall selection. There's a lot here. See anything you like?
There's one with a unicorn on it. Look. Nice butterflies.
Yeah, very nice.
Oh, lovely. Yeah. I like them, Gareth.
Can you show me?
My nana used to have that in Garston.
Really?
Yes, and it used to work, you know.
Right.
The little lady would come out in the sunshine,
right,
and the man would come out in the rain, you know.
Oh, wow. I think we used to have one of them years
yes.
ago. I think it broke though.
Yeah. How much is that, Gareth?
Even though most of the stalls that are here have absolutely nothing that I want, it's still really fun. Well, I personally get a lot of joy to look at what the people are selling. Sometimes they have like a honey stall where they're selling a lot of honey. Usually I'm the person to get the honey. Honey on toast, absolutely awesome. Do you need a scrunchie for your hair?
No.
No? There's still got quite a few there. And also, at least twice a day, I'm asking that very question. What the duck?
I've got this one, don't worry.
Hey Mum, what the duck? What the duck? What the duck? It's also very cool to see animal friendliness happening here because anyone can bring their dog.
For the cover, because they didn't take
It is, yeah. Maybe their cat, could someone bring their cat here? I haven't seen it personally, but I mean, I guess you could, right? Got a lead? You could probably do it.
It's nice, isn't it?
Not too bad, is it?
Full surprise. That's nice. That's the chakras. You open the chakras up, okay?
Look, Mum. Look what I just found. Crystal dildo. It's very, very spiritual. You can't argue with that. Oh yeah, it really does. Don't get me started about shit happening, because shit most definitely does happen, and it will happen. It's Murphy's Law with Murphy having diarrhea. That's what happens. They even have some beautiful rollaway portraits. There's 3801. That's the green steam train that we've been on, yeah. We've seen it many times as well. I've seen this guy many places. No, this wasn't the Penrith one. But this is the beautiful green one that's been around Australia. It's the most famous steam train in Australia. Yeah, but this guy's been here in many different places over many years. He has a lot of books that he sells. Rollaway portraits. Very cool. There's the man himself. Nice to meet you, sir. You're not gonna believe You're not gonna believe this, but I sometimes make that noise on the toilet. Random, hey. Clap your hands, Mum! I can only do the one-handed clap. What are you doing, the chicken dance? There's the steam train over there, one of many today. But if you are hungry, there's a place called Eat Street. Well, they renamed the street, right? But they renamed it to Eat Street because this is the place where I'm guessing you eat on the street, otherwise known as homeless. He's a cutie, isn't he? Oh my god. And when it comes to festival food, honestly, probably one of the weirdest things I've ever seen for festival food has got to be salami and olives. I had no idea that was even a combination, but apparently it is. There you go, you're welcome. Very cool machine. I'm guessing this is a tractor. Wow. Beautiful. And this is some never before seen footage of the Festival of Steam in 2023. Now, for whatever reason, these beautiful steam machines did not seem to be on display for 2025. So let's have a quick look.
Seriously, if you guys haven't been to the Thirlmere Festival of Steam, what are you doing in your life? What an amazing place. So much history. It's so awesome. We got a cameraman here. That's a sick rig.
Thanks, man.
I love that. It's amazing that people are keeping these machines in order and check, right? If we weren't, they'd be rusted to hell, so it's so awesome that we have them.
All right, so the moment you've all been waiting for, we're about to jump inside the New South Wales Rail Museum. We'll have a quick little browse. We're not going to view and see everything, just a quick little look. Let's go have a look.
And who doesn't love a good gift shop?
Yeah, a train whistle. I think we need one.
$7.
All right, get one.
You want one?
Yeah, pick a nice one, okay? Look at that, they've actually got a 3801 in a Meccano set. Wow. For $40, it can be all yours. They even have an N-scale model of 3801. Wow. Too bad I'm actually a HO guy, but thank you though, guys. They even have puzzles, 1,000-piece puzzles. Wow, look at that. I'm not really a puzzle guy, but if I was, which one would I get? Now that's a beautiful sight. Probably that one actually. Wow. Chocolate pole. I'm almost tempted to buy one. What do you got? Fish magnets?
Oh, there's a what's the name here? See there, look?
I actually have one of them. I bought one last time. Yeah, it's in the house, 100%. What are you doing? Let's take a look at this place. This place looks pretty big from this area. But you have literally seen nothing yet. This place is huge outside. Outside of these swinging doors, we have got some trains. A hell of a lot of trains down there. This is actually all the static area where you can go visit the static displays. But just to my left, Thirlmere Station is just down there. That's where you get your steam train rides from, right there. How cool is that? They even have a little N-scale setup. Pretty cool. Though I must say, I am most definitely an HO scale person for life. You cannot change me. HO is the way to go. That's my opinion. That's how I feel.
Honestly, whenever I come to this place, I feel like a little kid again, in a way. I mean, look at this. I mean, how could you not get a little excited? Stroking the shaft of a steam train. I mean, how could you not get excited about that, you know? Strange, I know. It looks like a few engines and a few carriages here and there, but you really don't understand the scale of this place until you start to walk around.
truly an amazing static display they have. It just keeps going and going and freaking going. There's so much to see. And if you look down there, you can see the roundhouse holding actual working steam locomotives. You know, I genuinely do not know how many rows of trains there are, so let's walk down right now, sideways, not going normal left to right, we're going sideways, right? To try and count the carriages or the trains on the tracks. Am I making any sense? We're up to number 2 anyway. This is, oh, people coming. There's number 3. We're at number 4.
What do you do with the brake?
We're continuing. We've got number 5. Now this may be it for us, you know, people who don't work here, but it does continue on further down there. And of course that's the track where the trains go up and down, the steam trains are after the tourists, right?
My job is to fix up all these chains and make sure I can get the safety switch on this one so I can join it to over there. That's my job. But while I'm waiting, let's just play the mouth organ and become a bit idle. I think I might go on that show, you know that show, Australian Make Me Idle, and then I can play my mouth organ, make a bit of money. I think I could do that.
Sounds like
I'll
a
give
good
it a
idea.
try. I'm working on the railway. All right, back to shunting.
There's truly so much to see here that I'm not even going to bother documenting most of it. For a couple of reasons. I mean, the first reason's already been stated, right? There's just so much here, so I really can't show you all this much. I want you guys to come here and see it yourself, right? But of course, the second reason being, I've already made a video before here showing a lot of things back in the past. In fact, it's on YouTube right now from 7 years ago. Love, Ghosts, and Steam Trains. That's what it's called. I'll link that down in the description below. And just like that, we've got a returning train coming back from Buxton. That's the train that we'll be getting on very shortly. But we were actually here filming this roundhouse in the video Love, Ghosts and Steam Trains because they were unveiling a steam locomotive that was recently renovated, recently fixed up, right? I actually can't remember the number right now, but it's in the video. Okay guys, so there's this steam train that they have been working on for about 5 years or so to get it in working order, and they've finally fixed it right now, so here it is. That has got to be the cleanest looking steam train I have ever seen. Wow. Now, before you go see my Love, Ghosts and Steam Train film, I just want to make a disclaimer. This video was from 7 years ago. I am better now in video editing and video creation and storytelling, hopefully, than I was back then. But also, the reason it's called Love, Ghosts and Steam Trains, well, the Steam Trains is pretty self-explanatory. The love situation is that I used to live in Thirlmere part-time for on and off twice with my then girlfriend. It's a long history and I'm not even going to get into it, but I used to live in Thirlmere back years ago and it was right next to the rail line, and hearing steam trains go past the house at like 1 a.m. was something that actually happened more than you think. It's absolutely true. And the first 5 to 10 minutes of the film is me explaining what the film's about, which is a bit cringe. Just skip that if you'd like. But the ghost situation is that, yeah, I mean, there's a tunnel near Thirlmere, right in Picton, which is the next town across, right, called the Mushroom Tunnel. Now, it is said that a girl or a woman named Emily Bollard was run over and squashed by a steam train going through this mushroom tunnel back in the day. It's now no longer a train tunnel, but you can just walk through it, right? And you know, ghost tours and stuff like that. We went through there, me and my then girlfriend, and got some interesting photos of perhaps a ghost right next to us. Very, very interesting. There's also another tunnel that's very close to here, very, very close to here, that's called the Red Bank Tunnel, which isn't as historic as the other ones. It's still very old, 100-plus-year-old, right, tunnel. Anyway, the local coal company wanted to basically mine coal underneath of this tunnel. And as a result, they were concerned that the tunnel might collapse, so they ended up filling in the tunnel and redirecting the rail line around the tunnel. All of this, the before and after shots, are in my Love Ghost and Steam Trains film. Once again, linked down below if you want to watch it. I have many memories of this one, 4001, going past the house with my then girlfriend, many times pulling trains and carriages behind it. But right now it's just on static display.
And while walking around the museum, I ended up bumping into a few Sydney YouTube legends. Phil from Sydney Trains Vlogs, as well as Paul from Transport Vlog, and Matthew from Ahead Matthew Awesome. Go check them out if you want.
Very, very cool. I have a memory coming to a museum like this when I was a kid. In fact, it could have been this museum, but it was so long ago that not only do I not remember which museum it was, but my mum and my father didn't remember either. But I was riding one of those things. It was like me and another kid on one side and two more kids on the other. And that's my memory. Is it called a Kalamazoo? It's something like that. Kalamazoo, I don't know. Anyway, the steam train is there and it's about to leave. This is the last steam train of the day. Let's get some video. Wow, that was awesome. Some people would probably think that smoke is polluting the earth, and yeah, I mean, technically maybe, but to me it smells like absolute beauty. I can't put any clearer than that. Coal burning from a steam train smells beautiful. What an amazing sound. And look at this absolute red beauty. Magnificent. I actually don't know the name or the model number of this train, so just have a look around the train. Is the number there? I cannot see the number at all. Doesn't really matter. Wow, beautiful. Look at this magnificent machine. Honestly, this machine is the biggest steam locomotive in Australia. 6029, it's the Gareth. Not the Gareth, but the Gareth. It's the machine that scans you in the airport. Those X-ray, those little portable X-ray machines are called Gareths also. Weird facts, I know, but there you go. Look at this, absolutely impressive. And they even have a bucket excavator machine. I'm not too sure what you'd call this thing, but it's obviously something to help people on the track fix the track up, fix the ballast. And you can just imagine, right, when this was getting used back in the day, you know, eventually it was going to be scrapped, right? Well, they've obviously got newer technology out, newer machines, bigger, better, faster machines that do the job 1,000 times quicker. So people would have been like, let's scrap it. I don't know how it wasn't scrapped, but thankfully it wasn't, right? Because we still have it today. Awesome, right? And for the first time in the history, so I'm led to believe, this is a Victorian loco, steam loco, here for the first time ever on the Thirlmere Loop line here in New South Wales. I honestly thought that the Victorian Railways had a wider gauge, so I'm not too sure what's going on there. I'll have to learn what's going on, but somehow they are able to use this, assuming, wider gauge loco for New South Wales' standard gauge. I don't know what's going on, but I'll have to figure it out. We're going for a ride on it later. There's something really beautiful about a model train that you can actually ride on, going past an actual train where you can obviously ride on that too, right? This is really, really beautiful. Remember that chocolate coal that we got before? I haven't tried it yet, but what would that actually taste like? Literally closing the gates up because we have a steam locomotive coming here right now. And if you look to your left, you will see why these gates are closing. There it is. This train has come from Picton. So there are two main steam trains going backwards and forwards today, Sunday, as well as yesterday, Saturday. This train's going backwards and forwards from here, Thirlmere, to Picton, in return. And this side, from Thirlmere Station, we are getting the Buxton train, or the Thirlmere train to Buxton return. Coming to Thirlmere for a lot of people is a lot of things. It's exciting. If you're a train buff, wow, it's honestly the place to be. But for me and my family, it's also my father's resting place, and it will be my mum's and my resting place perhaps someday as well. So Thirlmere has multiple meanings for myself. I'm a train buff, obviously, but yeah, it's, you know, coming back to the cemetery here, you know, a few times a year or so. But basically, me and my mum decided to have a family burial lot here because, I mean, this is where I was spending a lot of my time. So I said this story in my 1 mile long graveyard cemetery video in Melbourne. So back in the day, me and my then girlfriend were coming to this place for exercise and to support her because her father is buried here. So once I showed my mum how beautiful this cemetery really is with the train line going through it, you know, my mum knows I'm a bit of a train buff and she doesn't mind them as well. She kind of likes them. Not as much as me, right? But it was always known that we needed to get a lot very, very soon because my father wasn't well. Me and my girlfriend aren't together anymore. But this is how we basically came to the realization of this place existing. And when I finally do kick the bucket, hopefully a long, long time from now, it's kind of happy to know that I'll be hearing steam trains go past me and my family forever onwards. Kind of cool, I guess. I don't know, is it kind of, I think so, I think it's kind of cool. And you're not going to believe this, because we are out in the sticks, you know, south of Sydney, right? There are a lot of animals around. And me and my mum were here a couple of years ago, just at sunset, like way darker than it is now. This big, really big kangaroo came hopping from behind us up this dirt road, and we were like, what the hell is that? And then of course we realized, oh shit, it's just a kangaroo. But then we were like, well, still, this is quite shocking. Why is there a kangaroo here? But that was really, really interesting to see that. Anyway, enough of this slightly depressing bit of the video. Let's continue. Let's get a train to Buxton, return. Let's do it. All right, so we're actually about to get on this train. It's the 12:30 p.m. train. It's actually really cool today. At least it's not raining, thankfully. Let's go for a quick ride. Platform. We are leaving in about 5 minutes, I think. And that's us. Okay. Okay, let's do it. KK? 7.
There we are.
It's up here, eh? 1 and 8.
This one there.
Yeah, number 7.
That's a nice photo. Takes a nice photo.
It's really packed in here, isn't it? Really packed. Squash like sardines, absolutely.
Anyway, so she got up.
The graveyard's just to the left. I came here with the full intention not to make a full steam train video, because I've literally made a full steam train video on this line 7 years ago. It was called Love, Ghosts and Steam Train Rides. Me and my girlfriend, we actually used to walk from Thirlmere station to Coorgei, the next station across, walking the dogs literally on the rail track while the trains weren't working, right? That's literally the train station, Coorgei, that we used to walk to on the tracks with the dogs, backwards and forwards, you know, a couple of times a week. Good exercise, really sore on the legs though. It's probably really hard to tell, but you can still see bushfire trees. All the trees have been affected by the bushfires here over the years. 2019 and 2020 was when we had terrible, terrible bushfires around this area, and of course other areas around New South Wales and Victoria. This area got it really bad. And we're pretty much entering the current terminus of this line, Buxton. It won't be for long though, they're extending the track. The track is already there, right? It goes to Mossville. They're going to extend it a bit further on. And when they do that, I'll be here for it. And by opening this window, we should have a better view. Not bad. I literally have to change carriages just to get this view. But this is Buxton, just up there. I don't think they encourage it, but if you really, really needed to go to the toilet, can you believe that these old trains actually have a toilet here? Got a couple of sinks in here. We got some mirrors, and even some paper towels. There's something very, very beautiful about being able to do this. It's amazing. Don't you wish new trains could do this? Open the window. You just gotta be very, very careful when you do it though, right? Be intelligent, don't be stupid. Now there's this very, very famous saying, right? If you live by the sword, you die by the sword, right? Also, the pen is mightier than the sword, but that's completely irrelevant for what I'm trying to say here. What I'm trying to say is, if you stick something out the window, you're very likely to hit something. Just like I did. I actually have footage of myself at the Thirlmere Festival of Steam on a train 12 years ago or so. And my hand hit something out the window. So I will link that video in the description below. But I will quickly show you a snippet of what I'm talking about. Here's a Picton train bridge. A smaller one. Ouch! Let's rewind that one more time. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Nothing.
The camera hit something.
And that, kids, is why you keep your hands, legs, and anything else inside the train when you're on the train. Nothing really bad happened to me. I think the majority of the pain was mental, because I got like a huge shock from it, like, oh, what just happened? Am I okay? Is my camera okay? So it was more of a shock than it was painful, if that makes any sense. Like, the adrenaline was inside me, right, you know, pumping pretty hard when that happened. I was looking at my fingers, looking at my camera. Thankfully, I still had 10 fingers, and my lens was pretty good. This was actually a DSLR camera with a big lens attached to it. Thankfully, nothing broke. Keep everything inside. And by the way, if you look very closely at these two bars right here, this one is nice and straight. This one has clearly hit something. Over its lifetime, it has clearly hit something right there. Wow. I mean, this is a pretty solid pipe, right? That is a serious damage. So as our train slowly pulled into Thirlmere station, we were to get off the train and bump into a celebrity in the train world. This guy's name is Howard Collins. He has been a transport boss in the UK for the London Tube, as well as the Sydney Trains network. All right, ready? Yeah. 3, 2, 1. All right, so we just met the transport boss, Howard Collins.
OBE.
OBE. So what does that actually mean again?
Order of the British Empire.
And not everybody gets that, right? That's like a special ritzy.
We actually shook hands with it.
We did.
She was a lovely lady.
You've been in Buckingham Palace?
Oh, yes, of course, you've got to go in there. Yes, a few times, yeah. I used to go, because they used to, in London Underground, we had quite a few royal events, so they used to say, oh, Howard, would you pop over to the palace? This is the private secretary. And we can have a cup of tea and we can talk about, you know, the Queen or Prince Charles as it was then. But he's a railway guy. He likes his trains.
He does, doesn't he?
I think if we get him over here next time, we have to get him out on here.
Did you ever meet Diana?
No, I never met Diana. I met the Queen, King Charles, obviously Prince Camilla. I didn't like her much.
Yeah, we had a 7 to 10 minute chat with him. Really, really nice guy. We were asking him questions about England.
Yes, and he's met the Queen, Prince Charles, and,
Yeah.
now, and King Charles. And been in Buckingham Palace a few times.
We talked about his job in the London Tube. Was it 35 years, I think he said?
It could have been.
Could have been 35 years working for the London Tube. Wow. And then, of course, I think 2012 is when he came. 2012 when he came to Sydney.
I think he got his OBE from Princess Anne.
Right. Okay.
Because the Queen was ill at the time.
All right. Okay.
Otherwise, she would have given.
Well, she's definitely sick now, isn't she? Unfortunately.
All right, guys, so this is the very last segment in this video, showing you some historic, never-before-seen footage that I took myself of the Thirlmere Festival of Steam in 2023. Now, this was a truly historic day because we were riding on 3801, which is basically Australia's most famous steam locomotive, but it was also attached to a Victorian-class R766, plus there was also a third steam locomotive at the back of our train. This was definitely a historic day, and once again, I've never released this footage, so it's time to release it in this video. I hope you enjoy.
Alright guys, today we are at the Thirlmere Festival of Steam. If you guys haven't been to this place, you really should come, especially when they do the Steam Festival. These are the steam trains that we're hopefully going to be seeing today. We're going to go for a ride on two locos called a double header. It's going to be this one right here, 3801, which is Australia's most famous loco. And this is a world's first. World first. I mean, this is the first time this Victorian loco has been on this New South Wales track ever, apparently. 766 double header. It's going to be fun. All right, me and Mum are about to do this train trip. Gosh, it's fucking warm today. Have a look at this one in front of me. Apparently, it's a historical first. This is a Victorian loco hooked up to 3801. First time kind of running on the loop line here in New South Wales. How cool is this? Let's ride it. Alright, so we're riding the steam train right now. Have a look outside the window.
We're lucky enough to have that here today, double-heading with our very famous 3801. Now, I'm very glad to have you all here today. Just a few quick basic.
Now, just in front of me is a nursing home, but a large portion of this nursing home is actually abandoned, and me and my girlfriend went there a while ago, and we actually may have heard a ghost. An old woman ghost. Have a look at this place.
Running around there.
Hello.
Oh, yeah. One of the drifting valves actually sheared off. Holy so on each stroke, you got the old cylinder's worth of steam coming out this hole. Oh my God. It made a racket.
I've never heard a sound like that when it let go. I was like, oh my God. I thought it blew the piston cover off.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So if anyone who doesn't know, there's a tunnel right there. This is the main line to Melbourne, and there's a tunnel that goes to Melbourne, but there's a tunnel, a secret tunnel to the left of this tunnel and that is the famous mushroom tunnel where it is said that Emily the ghost haunts forever and forever. But have a look at that, seriously. We're now leaving the main, not the western line, but the main line to Melbourne. And there's that tunnel. That's a double track tunnel, but just to the left, once again, just to the left, is a hidden mushroom tunnel in those trees right there with a ghost called Emily. And this right here used to be track that went from the Thirlmere line to the Melbourne line or to Sydney. And as you can see, there's no more track here anymore. I think I can. Pretty sure I can. Wow, this is so historic right now. This has literally never happened before. Victoria locomotive and 3801 on the Picton Thirlmere Live line. This is crazy. Probably can't see, but there are probably 100 different photographers all around the line taking photos and videos everywhere from slide to slide. This will be shown years to come from now. That's pretty cool. There's Vicky right there. Vicky! Vicky!
Vicky!
Vicky!
Vicky!
Here we go. It's the famous. Yeah, of course.
Vicky as well.
Of course. This one has a old kitchen, would you call it? Right there is an amazing machine. God bless engineering.
And you know what? That's pretty much the end of this film. Out of all the years that I've been filming YouTube videos, I can honestly say I've never forgotten to film an outro. And this is one of the times that I've done that. So here I am doing a voiceover. Guys, if you like this video, don't forget to give us a like and a subscribe. Who is us, by the way? It's just me, right? I'm just the guy, right? Yeah, so just give me a like and subscribe if you want. But anyway, thanks for watching. I shall see you for the next video, whatever it may be. I've been told. My name's Gareth. See you later.